Gemini, I heard there's a lesson at play. Okay, so I pulled out some oracle cards to catch a vibe, see what's going on with your energy. And there seems to be a lot going on, okay? I have to say. And what I have here in front of me, I'm going to show you and tell you in a minute, doesn't seem like the most fun lesson. It seems very difficult, actually. And some of my readings do continue on, like last month's reading might continue on into this reading, and I'm not sure if that's the case. Last reading I did for Gemini was about a twin flame connection, and that could very well be happening here. I do have the soulmate card, or this could be about something else. So this may or may not be your reading. It's very important I say that, because whatever is going to come out here doesn't seem to be something that is too loving. Okay, I have to say that. There seems to be some dark energies involved in this situation, okay, which is nothing to get scared about or anything like that. It's just more shadow aspects, I mean. Okay, so let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I put out 2 readings per sign a month, and if you are returning, then thank you so much for your support with the channel. All your likes really help me grow, and it has been growing, which has been awesome. The channel has been growing, and I love to read all your comments because they really let me know what's going on and how this is resonating. Or if it's not resonating, it's good to read that too. And yeah, I think let's just get into this. I don't really want to, I was going to say I don't really want to bother you with too much chit chat. And I feel like maybe there's been some circling around a core issue for you, Gemini. Okay, so the first cards that came out were soulmate and temptation. Okay, and I'm thinking here, okay, Gemini is feeling a little tempted maybe to return to a soulmate, or maybe to dive head first into a new connection because it seems like there's a soul tie here, and there's something about this being very tempting, right? But the word temptation, when we think about that word, it often signifies a consequence, that there's a consequence to acting on your temptations. So I'm wondering, Gemini, what's the consequence here? So I pull out 2 other cards, and I get sexual arts and hole in the soul. Okay, and this is where I was all like, oh no, this is not good, okay? Because this is telling me there is somebody that you are connecting with, or you did connect with, or you will connect with. So use your discernment, which is also a card that came up here, discernment. But use your discernment about how this applies. But there's somebody that you've been involved with where you have a really strong sexual bond, sexual tie, or there's a lot of attraction here. Maybe, they free something up in you that you feel you haven't been able to explore with other people. But it's something that is not soul satisfying. There's a little bit of an illusion here, I have to say. Okay, on one hand, it seems possibly like it's a soulmate connection, but then either over time or in small glimpses, you sense that there's something not right about this person or not right about this connection, or you just start feeling off. I heard off kilter. Then I pulled out my oracle deck because I was like, all right, let's see if we can get a positive message to go along with this, because this seems pretty rough. And I get extremes. Okay, so here we have a picture of like a very lustful scene. There seems to be a real strong sexual pull, okay? But then I am also getting here wisdom and discernment. Okay, so you are guided, you have the wisdom to discern properly what this situation is about for you and how it fulfills you or how it doesn't fulfill you. At the bottom of the first deck, I got entrapment. Okay, so I feel like somebody is taking advantage of your hunger for love, for a soul tie connection, and there's something that's very seductive, very alluring about this connection that I feel like you really need to be careful about. Now, it's not often I give warning messages like this, but I really cannot refuse the message that the cards are telling me right here. So let's get into it. This is, I think I already said this, but it bears repeating, I think, especially for this kind of reading, which maybe feels more serious to me than it does to you. I mean, it will feel different for each of you, but this is a general tarot card reading, so it might not resonate with you. That might be a good thing in this case. Only parts could resonate with you. I could be speaking into the future, and this might, not come into being until like a year down the line. I could be talking about the past. If there's someone that you're very closely connected to, I could be talking about them and their situation. So, you're Gemini, so you're smart. You can figure it out, and you also have the capacity to look at things from different angles. Okay, so I encourage you to do that with this particular reading. That said, you don't have to be a Gemini to have this reasoning. You don't have to be a Gemini to have this reading resonate with you. Wow. But what was coming out was you don't have to be a Gemini to have reasoning. Okay, so what's that about? I heard it's time to judge a book by its cover. Now, it's not good to judge people, right? That's what they say. But when you really think about it, how else do we get by in life if not by making judgments? We judge whether something is safe or not, something's enjoyable or not. We see something and we judge it, and that allows us to move forward in particular ways. So judgment is not a bad thing. So if somebody's telling you you're too judgmental, Gemini, I would take a step back and put a question mark on that. Because how else are you supposed to use your discernment if not through judging, the pros and cons or the cover of the book? Is really what I'm getting. Is there something that you're wanting to see beyond the exterior, beyond the words and actions that this person is, engaging in that just isn't there, All right, let's get into it. There's something about, and I'm hearing now, if there's a book close to you, what is the cover? And did you buy the book based on the cover? Because there's something about you needing to go below the surface and to really take a good read, to read in between the lines, I heard read the index. Okay, like what's this book all about? Who is this? What is this person all about? Why are you looking past the obvious signs that there's something potentially wrong in this connection? Judgment. Gemini, please use your judgment on this one, okay? All right, we'll put that in the middle here. Let's pull out your cards, Gemini Spirit, for this message. Taurus kind of had a similar message. So I haven't released, I think I'm going to put yours out before Taurus, but they did have a similar message there. So that might be significant for you. I'm also hearing Scorpio. Okay, so I don't know if that means something to you. And we'll get two more. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, maybe we're talking about someone from the past here. Maybe we're talking about someone who you believe that you believed that you did have some kind of soul connection with at one point. Or this could be someone new that reminds you of someone in the past, or reminds you of yourself and how you acted in the past, perhaps. Let's take a look at this. We'll clarify with this. Okay, in the middle of the reading, Judgment, right? So this does not only mean use your judgment, of course. It means that there's a situation being resurrected, rebirth, brought back into life, brought back into your conscious awareness, because you need to take a look at it. This tells me that the lesson, whatever this lesson is, hasn't quite yet been learned, like you haven't learned it quite yet. And that's okay. That's okay. You're kind of at this point where you're being nudged and nagged at by spirit to really reel it in, I heard. Reel it in. Stand back and look at what's going on. Look at the behavior, look at the words, and don't look at anything else. You know, judge that book by its cover. And I'm hearing, let spirit judge the rest. Let spirit judge their soul. Let spirit do all that other kind of investigation work on who they really are. Because I feel like this, whatever is going on with this connection, this, hole in the soul connection is very distracting for you. Okay? It seems like a little bit of a test, I have to say. Kind of off here on the side, and I have no idea why I placed it there. I was just kind of placing the cards intuitively, but we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And I feel like whatever this connection is, it's something that takes you away from your joy with other people. Maybe it's a connection where you feel like it's just you and them against the world. It's just you and them, you and them, you and them. Or it's like there's no shared love that goes out beyond the walls that the two of you have built around one another. Okay, and that those walls can be protective at a certain point. They can protect you from other people's criticism about your relationship. They can protect you, from any kind of contamination, jealousy, etc. But they can also trap you in. So when you're building a wall in a connection around the two of you, right, as a kind of protective mechanism, really staying close to one another, being each other's Bonnie and Clyde, or whatever you want to say. It's interesting I picked that one, right? It could also be building a wall to trap you. So be careful about that, because I feel like that's there too. And of course, you'll instinctively know if this is about your situation or not. I mean, you probably won't still be here if it's not. Okay, so in the past, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. There was a decision that was made. It was a difficult decision, and I feel like you went with your heart on something. You went with your heart. You made a decision based on your heart. I just saw the Three of Swords. Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. Yeah, this was a decision that didn't really turn out for someone in a connection. There was some fighting, some discord. I heard some discord. Okay, someone was definitely left out in the cold. Somebody felt alone, lost. A useless battle, I'm getting. So there was a decision made where somebody was really just kind of left to their own devices. And this might have been you, Gemini, or maybe you did this to somebody to free yourself, okay? I'm not too sure exactly. But I think this is a past connection there in that past. I don't know if we're talking about someone new or the past. It could be both at the same time. Now in the current energy, we have Justice in reverse. This is what I'm saying, that the lesson hasn't been learned. There's something still weighing in the balance here, okay? Things haven't been corrected. Things are not on their proper course. There's something still left to do, left to learn, left to work through. There's a karmic imbalance right now. Something wasn't fair, or something is not fair in the current moment. What is this? The Emperor in reverse. We have Aries here and Libra. But you could have been dealing with a very controlling person, or maybe you just didn't take control in the situation, or you're not taking control in the situation. You need to take control in this situation, because I feel like somebody else, it's almost like it's almost like you have the ball, Gemini, and if you let it drop, the other person's going to take it. But it's all about you, whether you let it drop or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have the control in the situation, but for some reason you're not stepping into that power. Okay? Maybe it's because of this extreme soul tie, lustful connection that you feel that you have with this person. But there's a clear warning here, I have to say. Now let me just shuffle these. I feel like I need to shuffle these one more time. I'm seeing the 7 of Swords and the 7 of Cups here. Or sorry, 8 of Cups. No, 7 of Cups. Yeah, confusion. Confusion on whether to walk away from something. What will happen if I walk away from this? And of course, 7 of Swords, some sneaky behaviors here. Okay, the person that this situation relates to, Gemini, how they're viewing it, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, this situation, they recognize it's unbalanced. And I can't help but see 3 ravens here, or 3 crows here. I think these are supposed to be crows. Doesn't matter, but it does, right? It does. You can't say an apple and an orange are the same just because they're both fruits. I don't know. Take that as a message. But there's somebody here that is potentially dealing with more than one person. They're juggling between people, and that's how they're viewing the situation. This could be your energy, of course. And if it's not about a third-party kind of situation, then it's just that there's a lot that is up in the air, and they're viewing the situation as kind of up in the air. So if you've left this person, you're not in connection, then they feel as though there's still something up in the air. They feel like they're very in control of the situation for whatever reason. Okay? Let's clarify that. Judgment. Because of the judgment you made or you didn't make. We have judgment out here twice. There's something you're not seeing, Gemini. Okay, and you already know that. And they know it too. It's almost like they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Maybe they've even said that to you. Because they're waiting almost for your judgment to kick in about the situation. All right. And of course, Gemini, I have to say that these readings, the way that I work with them, is I see this as your higher self, the collective of Gemini, or whoever's tuning in, really, that energy being connected to your higher self. So if I'm reading from what your higher self is telling me, that means you already know what's going on, and this should just be confirmation, intuitive connection you're feeling to this reading. Okay, which is to say that you already have the answers to what's going on here. You already know what's happening. But Spirit's bringing it out through a tarot card reading to have you think about it more in your conscious awareness, right? Rather than putting it in the subconscious and concentrating maybe on some kind of seductive connection you have with this person. Or maybe you need to think about how sex has potentially been used in this connection. All right. For how they see you, we have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Not victorious, not speaking up, not speaking out about a situation. The Moon, yeah, hiding things in illusion about things, but definitely they could see you as having secrets, or they could see you as keeping a secret. You're in the dark about something, or at least that's how they're viewing you. That there's something that you're not aware of, okay? I'm just going to get a card here for you. Yeah, see, I think with the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, you are very aware of what is actually going on at a very intuitive level. You're just not doing anything about it. You're just kind of halted now. You're kind of stuck right now. The energy is kind of stuck. Why is that energy stuck, Spirit? 4 of Cups, Mother of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. I feel like, Gemini, you just don't want to face it, or maybe this is like a connection you have with someone that isn't that serious for you. You're not looking at this long term. But there's something here that there's a potential for this to create, you know, a little bit of a wound, I have to say. The Mother of Swords here, she sees everything. She knows the truth. She speaks the truth. She acts on the truth, but she's also very quiet about it. This is definitely Gemini energy here. Okay, and with the Four of Cups, we have apathy. Not really caring about anything, not really making a movement towards anything. It's like knowing the truth but not wanting to do anything about it, which I said already, because the Ace of Cups, the promise of love, the foundation of love, the energy of love isn't really here, okay? There's an illusion about it. It feels painful. It feels painful, but there's a purpose, okay? There's a purpose. We don't get into situations like this for no reason. There's a purpose for it. It's part of a manifestation that you're going through. Ace of Wands here, and then I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Something has been halted and stalled for you, a new opportunity with something, okay? There's something about this connection that is going to lead you somewhere, but you have to make the right judgment call when it comes to this. I'm hearing writer, okay? And I'm hearing that book cover thing again. So many of you are literally writers and writing maybe a book or something like that. Okay, how they feel about you. Judgment. Well, we had that for how they see the situation. Okay, so they feel like, I feel like they, well, Gemini, I don't know who you're dealing with here. A Father of Wands in reverse. Hopefully not. We have fire sign though. But I feel as though I heard playing God, the devil. You can't make that up, right? I wish you could. Shit, Gemini. Judgment with the devil, playing God with the Father of Wands in reverse. Hangman. This is someone, entrapment, okay? It's the truth. I have to say it. That's the energy here. Okay? I mean, I hope to God this isn't your reading. I really do. This is difficult. This is difficult energy here. But again, I really need to emphasize that you have the power here. Okay? This is a weird analogy, okay? But I don't know. It's coming to mind. So maybe it means something. But you're the customer here. You choose whether you want to buy that book and read it or not. Okay? And you don't even need to pick it up. You don't even need to get its energy. Just look at it. Are you drawn to this? What is it that draws you to this connection? What is it? Okay, what's on that cover? I heard, is it a long book, big book, or a small book? Give me a minute, Gemini. I gotta listen for what this book thing is about. I heard Book of Life. It's almost like you're stepping into someone else's book as this character that wasn't even supposed to be there. I heard Narnia, okay? I don't know, but it's like, you know, your connection with this person, suddenly you're being written into the book. Like the book is being written as you step into it. And you need to step out of it because you're not even on the cover, but the whole book is about you. So that's what it is. It's like maybe this person is keeping you a secret, or maybe this person doesn't give you credit, doesn't, you know, honor you, respect you. You know, you're not a co-author with this person. They're the author, but you're the star in their book. Okay, so they feel like they can dictate the narrative. So have a closer look at that, Gemini, please. All right. Now, for what do they want? Four of Swords. Let me clarify this. Father of Swords. Lovers in reverse. there is in no point in this connection do they want to not know what is going on. Like, they want to know everything that is going on with you. This person is very analytic, very analytical. Like, they go to bed thinking about things, you know, going over things in their mind. They're also very defensive. They sleep with the sword beside them. They might be the kind of person who has that motto, live by the sword, die by the sword. So they're always like, maybe they're someone who's always talking about truth and how important truth is, but there's something that isn't right here, okay? They have a series, I feel like, of heartbreaks in the past. It's almost like they hang them on their wall like trophies. Gemini. I don't think this person wants to break your heart, but I do think they want control. And I do think that they will have no problem hanging you on that wall if you don't do things their way. And Gemini, you know as well as I do that that's not going to happen. It's not in your nature. There's no way you can go along with something when it's not serving you. So I feel like Spirit is saying, what are you going to do? Because you're this close to getting trapped with this person. And, you know, that's energetically, hopefully. This is a really fucking difficult reading. I don't even know if I'm going to post it. I have to think about it, Gemini. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse for what you should know about them. They're not willing to make anything grow. They also have little patience. Okay, so it's like, but I'm hearing that they seem patient, but they're not. They're very, like, I feel like they're very different than who they present themselves to be, or there's something missing here, a hole in the soul. They don't want things to grow. The World. What's the World about? Ace of Pentacles. This person, okay, has some kind of plan, I feel like, that's constantly evolving and changing. I also feel like this person has different emotions, okay, different personalities almost. There's something that you can see in them when you look into their eyes. And I heard real eyes, realize real lies. Okay. I don't know. That's what I heard. And then I'm also getting guided here, 3 of Swords at the bottom in the reverse, to tell you, I forget what it's called. Oh, what is it called? A liar's paradox, the liar's paradox. And this is when people will say things, you know, and not people, just like phrases that are paradoxical in nature, like saying this sentence is a lie. Well, does that mean the sentence is true? And if it's true, then was it even a lie, right? It gets paradoxical. So when people say like there's no truth, there's only lies, if that's true, okay, then, and there's no truth, then is it a lie? And if that's a lie, then is it the truth? Do you know what I mean? I know you get this, Gemini, because you're Gemini and you can see this double side, but it's almost like word salad, right? It's like it's like the thinking patterns here or what they say are confusing, distracting, like they don't really make sense. Okay? If you really think about it, if you really look at that cover, it just doesn't make sense. And I'm not sure that it makes sense to this person or not. But there seems to be some confusion here. deliberate, I would say. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse for your advice. Well, this is not working on it, not finding out the details. You know, not getting stuck in a liar's paradox, right? Those weird word salads, those weird ways of figuring it out, because, you know, Gemini, with the way that your mind works, right? You could stay stuck in this kind of energy for a long time trying to figure things out or see things from different sides. And I don't think that's going to serve you very well here. Okay, because I feel like there isn't really anything to figure out other than what you're seeing on the surface. The Chariot, yeah, you have to move on from this. There needs to be a mind, body, soul alignment here. Spirit wants to align with you here to bring you, to bring your emotions, to ground your emotions so that you can move forward. You're floating a little bit, I feel like, in this connection. 7 of Swords, get grounded. Look at this, very sneaky energy here. Get grounded so you can really see the truth of the situation. And, I feel like this person is foolish. They're a little bit of a fool. Okay, they might even be fooling themselves. But you need to move on from this. And I'm hearing Cancer, that might be significant for you. We also have Capricorn here. But I feel like you really need to move on from this situation. Fast. Knight of Cups in reverse for your outcome. And I see you doing this. I see there will be a point where you will not give to this person anymore. It's just a matter of when, but it does seem time sensitive. It does, I have to say. I'm hearing time is the devil's illusion. Interesting. Strength in reverse. Father of Pentacles clarifying the Knight of Cups. I think this is what you want to go towards, okay? Hold this grounded energy high in your mind. What grounds you, what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel secure. What is it that you want to work on to stabilize yourself, secure your future? Maybe now is not a time to invest yourself in love. Maybe you need to take a little bit of a break, maybe even abstinence. With those cards coming out in the beginning, that could be important for you right now. Take a little bit of a breather to figure out what it is that you want to write in your own book, okay? Because I feel like you need to work on yourself here. Okay, let's get some closing messages. This is a difficult reading, Gemini. But, it's life. It happens, right? These kinds of things can happen. Yeah, faith and discernment here. So, when these things happen, like I heard in the beginning, they are a lesson. And when you finally do learn the lesson and you pass the lesson, then you can teach the lesson to others. But you don't ever have to go through it again. It's all your choice after, right? Because you'll be familiar with it. Now I see beauty and blossoming. I love this. Okay? You are so beautiful, Gemini. You are. And there's something in your soul that is blossoming. And this connection is just, I heard the wrong fertilizer for your garden. Okay, I don't know. Take that as it resonates. But this needs to end, okay, Gemini? I really feel that. And, it's not really my job to tell you what to do. Not at all. Not at all. It's all up for you to decide what you want to do. But I feel like I would be an irresponsible human being, okay, if I didn't tell you that you need to use your judgment about this Devil, Father of Wands in reverse, Moon, Energy, Emperor in reverse, okay? I love you so much, Gemini. You are so strong. You are so beautiful. You're blossoming. You're highly intelligent. I hope I see you again.